exactly what happened, and I deliberately waited for today because I needed to listen to the entire interview and the part that actually doctor talked about me and him and our relationship and what happened with the water thingy. And I'll also clarify a lot of things here. First, doctor said a lot in the interview, and when I watched the interview, I definitely acknowledge one thing. I and doctor have a long-standing relationship, a long-standing relationship, and I have never been ungrateful to Ismaila, like never. I have never been ungrateful to Ismaila. I have never been ungrateful to Ismaila, and I have never said anywhere that I and Ismaila got into any issues where we helped each other. I equally stood by Ismaila. I equally helped Ismaila in a lot of stuff. So, of course, and when I and Ismaila started being friends, actually it was in 2016 when I started my uni, a lot of things happened to me, a lot of things happens to Ismaila, including, of course, Ismaila told his family house in Brikama, just to clarify those things, that they should give me food, everyday lunch, and I should not go and then collect that lunch. They have to bring it to me at the college every day. And it is true that when I am absent, Ismaila will still bring they will still bring food to the hostel, to the dormitories, and we will still people will still eat it. That is one. Guys, my volume is on. I don't know why. Maybe I need to raise my voice a little bit. I'm just trying to get certain things gone. First, that Ismaila, whatever Ismaila said is right. Of course, it is true, and that first Ismaila gave me food. Me and Ismaila have done a lot. I have been in Ismaila's house. Dama dey fancy negi Ismaila. Dama dey dem weekend si negi Ismaila. Man time bo musuma nekut campus. That is the dormitory. I'm in Ismaila's house. Musuma sacha hali si Ismaila. I have never stolen any money from Ismaila's house. Ismaila, if my buy nigga mudem, I will get money. I will see kodo nka kodo je Ismaila la bon konole. Nka kodo je larik Ismaila la bon konole. Nenema Ismaila la kodo sunya, nenema fen sunya Ismaila bulo kono. Never ever. I have never ever stolen from Ismaila. Ismaila intabula transaction jamalela. I'm sold. I don't know what is the problem. That's the end of my volume. Not volume more than that. Probably I should get a little bit closer. Am I audible now? Can you guys hear me? Just let me know if you can hear me now, right? I have gotten into a lot of stuff with Ismaila. I have never Hani dalasu menema sunya Ismaila bulokono. Ismaila yente kile on several occasions with a lot of money beyond 50,000, beyond 100,000. Menema dalasu from sunya Ismaila bulo. In 2017, late 2017, 2018, when I stopped teaching, and then Ismaila Konyeko, there is a school in Kembuje that belonged to a Spanish. I don't know, he said NAR, but I think he told me the Spanish. Either the NAR are living in Spanish, in Spain, but I tell Fonte that they gave him a school because the school was under few people that they were not running the school very well. So, depuis mu wax ma lolu mu ne ma ne dañ ko jox school bobu dafa bëgg ñu dem fofu ñu dem ci school bi suñ démé ci school bi later on dafa bëgg man may run school bobu because mom du dé tok té dafa busy mu ne mom du dé tok té dafa busy. We went to the school, ñu tour school bi and everything, and later on I think that was a semester, then Ismaila had to travel dafa tukki dem Scotland, but Baramo Tuki, the one what I was supposed to do in the school. I remember I once called on a board meeting at the school. I worked on a guy what is their need, what do they want, and how do we ensure that the school is the school needed to be moved to be functional down. So when that happened, one of the concerns they raised at the school was that they needed water. And then when they said they needed water, two things came into my mind, right? A borehole or a running tap. And when I discussed this with Ismaila, Ismaila told me to find out the procedures for NAWEC to supply water to the school. So when we discussed this, I'm surprised, probably Ismaila never fatted. NAWEC have never gone to that school. I think I will mix languages. I will mix Wolof Mandinka and Wolof, right? It's actually out here. So NAWEC have never been to that school. So what happened? Ismaila was about to leave for a holiday. I think it was a Christmas break, and then every holiday he will go back to Scotland. So when he asked me that I am supposed to fix that, let me ask, how much was it costing? What was the cost? What was the I make inquiries from NAWEC. I did not even take an invoice yet. I made inquiries from NAWEC, and NAWEC told me that 11,500 is what we are supposed to pay to get the water. I call Ismaila. When I called Doc, I told Doc, I have spoken to somebody, but I have spoken to somebody, and the person said we will pay 11,500. Because the first thing is, Ismaila must have greatly mistaken that I am not so can defa dugal NAWEC pipe to a running NAWEC tap for $50,000 or 50,000 plus. But even an extension is not up to $50,000. We don't even need to argue about that. Because nobody will pull a NAWEC pipe for $50,000 or plus. So Ismaila gave me 11,500 for the transaction, and he gave me $500 for the transaction. Doctor left for Scotland. Mubay my fee. I was going to that school. I ran 2 board meetings at the school. And then I was working on the staffing and everything that was on there. Ma topa NAWEC. Because NAWEC, what was happening with NAWEC is very difficult to get NAWEC anywhere to go and then deliver services. The ma topa NAWEC besona. Benabes ma call Ismaila. When I called Ismaila, he was in Scotland. Manakone Doc. We exchanged greetings and all of that. Manakone Doc. Manakone, I am trying to get NAWEC to go and then see that place. But I couldn't get hold of them. Let's keep trying. Let me know how it goes. Keep trying with them. I will keep trying with them. So, after 2 weeks again, because I was living in the dormitories, doctor called me. I called doctor. No, he doesn't. I called doctor. Didn't doctor call. Kafai doctor. Mba try kane ka pompo dundi. But the fact that I'm not able to get hold of these people, and I'm living in the dormitories, I am not comfortable having this money here, because dormitory more 3 weeks stay bon. Billahi, wallahi, tallahi. Dr. Konyako, you can use the money. That's not a problem. Keep the paper safe for me. Billahi, wallahi, tallahi. I will never lie against doctor. Man, doctor's problem have never been personal. It has been accountability, transparency as a public official, and that is where I ever kept it at. Money, you can use the money, but keep the paper safe. When Ismaila returned, we didn't talk about this until when Ismaila returned. When Ismaila returned, he got calls from the people, I think, and then when the best man for Ismaila mu called, because Ismaila best bunyo, I think the following day, he came on the weekend, the following day, the madam on Keramsa, I went to his house, but we didn't talk about the Nawek issue on everything. So when I went back to the dormitories, doctor called me to say, "Nko, atondi Nawek kai work atondi korra kai to le Saibou because ni more black and normal. Nka ko I will check them in my room. Nga kai to check major. Bring a kai to check major. I called doctor Nka ko. Ngani korra kai to jibire de bari major. I told doctor that I have searched for the papers, but I have my dormitory was never safe. So kai told me dundi nyoko no bakele. I will have to look for it. I don't want to build mistrust between me and these people. And I assure him that Billahi, wallahi, tallahi. 11,500 with a $500 make it in 12,000. Ismaila Waldina, Dr. Waldina, Dr. Man, minimum 50,000 dinner or 50,000 plus. And then so he must have greatly mistaken or out of emotions. He said that. Doctor minimum 50,000 because more minimum pompo dundi 50,000 there. We don't even have to say the money part of it. Juma nene pompo dundi ka pompo pipe or sabab for $50,000 ila. And then soto. It was 11,500 and in $500 for password. When I did not see the papers, doctor got mad, which I acknowledge that he trusted me so much. I look out of doctor student. There's a lot of things Dr. Jarsa Daming, a lot of stuff that Dr. Munke, I have never gone personal on Ismaila. I have never even said one thing beyond Ismaila's job as a public official and me as an activist, and I needed to hold a public official accountable Dr. Mantemfo about our personal relationship. So bring Dr. Kamfada. He said I definitely need to produce those papers because it's going to build the trust issue. He told, and then I moved for interview that he doesn't even care about the money again. He repeated that. That for the money part, we have already solved that. But Fonsi Kaitol Bondi. He gave me a deadline. He was angry. It's just like me today. In nega doko di mola, nga wani Kaitol siga nga diala. Ayo Kaitol ta aye fili. Somebody ga mun trust. Obviously, abe kamfalale. So there was this particular day, doctor in call. I was on campus. I was in class, Ngala called miss. Bring a doctor called miss. I was in class. I said I was in class or Ngana Mwalubla control Findida. When I came back, I used to play handball for Brikama team. Man doctor called back, I went to train. Ndata filo kata train. Naranang, na doctor la miss call, I think 4 missed calls. I can still remember. Doctor in call, I am called 4 missed calls. And he dropped me a message. Ndoma, don't play with me. Pick my calls and let's sort this out. I don't want to have problems with these people. Something like that. But before I returned doctor la call, my late father, la call fanam bijele, la call return, nyam fama la call return. When I returned my dad's call, Akonyako, because my dad used to tell me that Ismaila is my father. You understand? Akonyako, but if I'm called and I come from Yaman Dianyede. Ndago Munega, Koraka, call him Akonya Ha. Akonye ko. Ako, yek koro jin domale. The did not tell my dad that when we spoke on phone, he told me that don't worry, you can spend the money, you can have the money, just keep the papers for me. But I couldn't daddy ko nga kay toli filile, nga koro domo. And that is where Ansujak lied that my father facilitated the refund of the money. Man, if I understand. So what my father told Ismaila, wolenko edani Omar Saibou tema, ndela haji tije. Asamba police, ni ba balal ya balal, because atel mofulo be nte dingol leti, and atel ntenga atel tere yam nte same fold no la je. Ismaila kaye ko, kodi ko nyi ndani Omar yo sort out le. Bari korra kaytol nyi nga fale aye bondi, bara bem fayin kanne. I can still remember my dad got mad and said, even the money, we are going to return it. That is the 11,500, we have to return it. Ismaila insisted that he wasn't interested in the money. He wanted the papers, and then the papers never came. And then, since then, it has not changed anything between me and Ismaila. Ismaila never said, nga kodolo sunyabulu, so he doesn't want to see me anymore. Ismaila never said, nga kodolo sunyabulu, I cannot come to his house anymore. Ismaila said, nga kodolo sunyabulu, I cannot come on weekends anymore. Ismaila said, nga kodolo sunyabulu, we cannot go out on our normal chills and footballs and hangouts anymore. And then man diam. And if anybody, and that is why I am glad that Ismaila pointed out that even our close associates cannot say anything about this. So I don't even get it. I cannot say it in Duriala. Nobody can say anything about this case. It's just me and Ismaila. So for Kunung, I saw Ismaila came out and said it was $50,000. I spoke to one of our mutual friends about this. I'm not gonna mention names, but I spoke to the person. The person can remember the money. And in fact, even those who mold me along, they were part of us. In never kodi moy Ismaila focus have ever been I kaitol mumfili. If Ismaila truly, with the kind of emotions he put forward that he loved me, I loved Ismaila more. Billahi wallahi tallahi. I love Ismaila more. I stood by Ismaila when everybody rejected him in this country. Everyone. I never had money to give Ismaila. I never. But I stood by Ismaila and I've never stolen from Ismaila. Ismaila, I'm going to leave holiday. Weekend, Ismaila,